Hey there, hi there. It's me, Priscilla B. Welcome to your self love reading for the month of August and then into like the beginning of September. So let's see what we got here. First off, daily moon or day moon, love. So love yourself, okay? That's very key here. That's very important, okay? We also have the cosmos ascend. I connect to oneness and expand my awareness. Okay. Then I have for you the star card. Okay. And the six of wands. Okay. So let's look at the star card and the six of wands. So there's some kind of loss, theft, privation, abandonment, although another reading suggests hope and bright prospects in the future. Um, Reverse can be arrogance, impotence, or haughtiness. Um, okay, that's interesting. Maybe you feel like you've lost yourself a little bit, or you've been like some part of you has been like stolen from you. Um, Yeah, because there's that sense of arrogance, impotence, and haughtiness. So that could be why. And in this picture, she's even like reaching out here, um, like waiting for a sign almost from the universe or like making a wish with a bird. And then like Stonehenge, is like behind her and it's like almost falling or collapsing. Let's see, the Six of Wands. A laureled horseman bears staff adorned with laurel crown. Footmen with staffs are at his side. So the divinatory meanings here are the card has been so designed that it can cover several significations. On the surface, it is victor, triumphing, but it also great news, such as might be carried in safer than king's courier. It is expectation crowned with its own desire, the crown of hope. Reverse, it can mean apprehension, fear as of a victorious enemy at the gate. Treachery, disloyalty as of gates being open to the enemy. So I think maybe if you're like not feeling so hopeful and not feeling so loved right now, or don't know how to love yourself right now, it could be because there's like some arrogant um, energy that is trying to keep you from loving yourself, like creating doubt in you or your ability to be yourself, be your most truest, most authentic self. Illusion, embrace the truth. Yeah, here you go. Step through the mirror. She's leaving like a reflection of her behind and stepping into this new place where there's like a lot going on here. There's a policeman, there's an old woman, there's a child, there's a man with a carriage and a light. Um, and the truth. It's almost like you have to step out of your past comfort zone or past illusion of what was comforting you, um, because it only brought in like some uh, arrogance and like some, uh, you know, an enemy, like, you know, kind of breaking those boundaries you have, of what was creating like the solid foundation of you to love yourself and ascending here, connecting to oneness and expanding your awareness. Like that is so key here. Okay. Um, Yeah, forgiveness brings freedom, the breaking of the chains and the butterflies and transformation. So you have to, like, I'm not saying you have to forgive this person like right this second, but and I'm not saying like you have to forgive yourself either. I'm just saying like it helps you release this chain or these chains of this person that's like made you forget how to love yourself or made you forget how to take care of yourself. It could even be you. Like you could have just gotten in like the habit of not wanting to take care of yourself, right? Or not wanting to love yourself. So don't like feel bad about it. Like don't beat yourself up about it. Um, but just know that like by starting to love yourself again, by starting to take care of yourself again, you're gonna give yourself that freedom of breaking those chains, breaking the past, and breaking these illusions, and embracing your truth. So a message from the bird spirit guide here, Crow. Universal laws and truths are now being revealed. Use this energy to create your reality. So your reality before was like this not so great reality that you were constantly stuck in, right? You weren't loving yourself, you weren't taking care of yourself, you weren't doing the things that make you happy and give you hope and make you feel free. So the universal law is to love yourself and accept yourself, and that is your truth. Here's your spirit guide bird message. Okay? So, and a bird like flies away, right? And you're trying to expand your awareness, your truth, find your happiness. King of Cups. Okay, so King of Cups. Um, He holds a sword scepter in his left band and a great cup in his right. His throne is set upon the sea. On one side, a ship is riding, and on the other, a dolphin is leaping. The implicit is that the sign of the cup naturally refers to water, which appears in all the court cards. Divinatory meanings: fair man, man of business, law, or divinity, responsible, disposed to oblige the current. Um, Also, equity, art, and science, including those who profess science, law, and art, creative intelligence. And reversed is a dishonest, double dealing man whose roguery, exaction, injustice, vice, and scandal. So, I think in your past, you were dealing with someone who was like unjust. They were causing scandal. They were double dealing. They weren't being honest with you. Um, and you have broken free from that. Okay. I think you, in order for you to love yourself again, you had to like break up with this energy or this man that was like lying to you and um, causing scandal and injustice towards you. Um, and now like you're loving yourself again, and um, you're basically like tapping into all those energies of like art and science and creative intelligence. Like you embody these gifts, and for you to like tap into that is really you loving yourself because you are talented and you are gifted. So, um, man or woman, divine feminine, divine masculine, like nurturing that part of you that wants to be creative, that wants to be just, that wants to have love in your life, that wants to take care of yourself. That is all going to come to fruition. It's all going to manifest, okay? Like if you believe in yourself again, and if you love yourself again. Um, yeah. All right, let's see what else we have here. Yeah, I think you might have been with somebody who was like kind of holding you back a little bit from being yourself. Um, so loving yourself again is so key here, because when you love yourself and you express who you really truly are from your heart, um, and your soul and your mind all in alignment, and you love yourself again, you start loving yourself again, you're going to see how wonderful you really are. You're going to almost like test yourself to see, like, can I really do it? Can I really love myself again? Can I really put myself first again? And you can. You absolutely can. On, yeah, Ace of Pentacles. Like, once you do this, you're going to see all of these beautiful, wonderful things start happening for you. And you're going to see the universe, like, almost like gift you in return for doing this honor to yourself, for honoring yourself. Um, Emotional freedom. Yes. Once you break those chains of emotional, like, toxic energies, lying, betrayal energies that you were attached to before, you're going to get this beautiful emotional freedom that you so much deserve. Okay? There's the beautiful unicorn and the rabbit and the owl, the speaking of wisdom and the stars and the snowflakes. And it's all really just beautiful, beautiful energy. Um, you have to give yourself the emotional space and room in your own heart, to be like, this is who I am. Like, accept yourself for who you are. Love yourself for who you are. Um, the reason why you didn't do this before, is probably, it does stem from, being linked to someone energetically that was, not did not have your heart, like, was not protecting your heart. Um, they were hurting your heart, so you got so used to that you were like, oh, this is what I have to accept. Like, it just became so, like, routine. But you are doing the work. Like, you are breaking those chains. You are breaking that energy, that energetic, um, like, chain. Like, imagine a chain, right? And it's, like, linked to you, but you're breaking free from it, and you're like, no, I'm gonna love myself now. Like, I can't be chained to anybody or anything. Like, I'm a free person. So telling yourself that, reminding yourself of that, breaks the illusion that you had to be stuck in the past with this person. You didn't have a future where you were free to be yourself and free to love yourself, which you now are to do. You can do that. You now are to do it. You are allowed to do that. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. You're allowed to be free to be yourself. The Magician. Yes, this is a creative, intelligent person and energy here. Okay? Like, I say energy because you could be channeling this energy, and I could say person because this energy could take the form of a person. If you're not feeling it, like, if you're not feeling like the Magician and you're channeling that energy, you could be getting a sign from the universe. Like, here's your Ace of Pentacles. Like, you could be getting a sign from the universe saying, like, this is an energy, or this is a person embodying this energy that you want to, um, express yourself. Like, you want to love yourself. You want to be creative. You want to be artistic. Whereas before, you were chained and linked to someone who was kind of stifling you. You could have just been stifling yourself, but, you know, it seems like it could be either or in this case. Because that can happen to people. People pleaser, I'm a people pleaser, so that tends to happen to me a lot. So King of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, and the Magician. So let's look at the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Ace of Pentacles. Let's see. So the Ace of Pentacles A hand issuing, as usual, from a cloud holds up a pentacle. Divinatory meanings: perfect contentment, felicity, ecstasy, also speedy intelligence, gold, and then reverse the evil side of wealth, bad intelligence, also great riches. So, okay. So, in other words, like once you start loving yourself, you're going to have perfect contentment. You're not going to need someone else to give you perfect contentment. You can find perfect contentment with yourself. You can love yourself. And, um, in the beginning of this reading, you started out with this star energy, right? Of like reaching up to the universe, to the heavens, to the skies, like making a wish on a star that you could love yourself again, that you could find happiness just by being you, just by, um, you know, just by being yourself. Like, you know, I don't know how much more I can emphasize that, but like you are getting that recognition here. You are getting that answer from the universe. And it could turn into something material. Like it could turn into like more money. Like maybe by loving yourself and taking care of yourself, you see more money come in, more riches come in. Maybe it could just mean like, you know, you feel better about yourself and like now you want to like try a new like routine. Maybe like you used to like not cook a lot and now you want to cook all the time. You want to try something new and you have the courage to do that. Like maybe somebody told you like, "Oh, you're not a good cook. You'll never be a good cook." And then you like got recipes and you got the ingredients and you kick that person to the curb and you're like, "Yeah, I'm not cooking for you, but I'm going to cook for me." And you're making delicious meals left and right. Like you or your art. Maybe you're an artist and you love painting, and the person you were with was like telling you you're not a good artist. You shouldn't do that, and you were listening to them, and you weren't respecting yourself, and you weren't loving yourself, and you weren't expressing yourself, and you weren't tapping into your emotional freedom. So you kick them to the curb, and now you're painting all the time, and you feel great, and you feel amazing. Like it's that um, break of those chains from that toxic person that was saying, no, no, you can't, you can't, to you telling yourself, yes, I can. And repeating that to yourself all the time. And starting every single day with, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. And not giving up on yourself, believing in yourself, not doubting yourself. Okay. And then the universe is obviously going to reward you very, nicely here by making you feel better. Like you're actually doing this yourself, but higher powers as they may be, you still want to know and be acknowledged and recognized, and you want to see that in those signs that you're on the right path, and you are on the right path by loving yourself and breaking free from a very toxic person or a very toxic energy or a very toxic routine. You're giving yourself that ability to now free yourself, embrace your truth, speak your truth, okay? Design your truth, okay? Paint your truth, cook your truth, whatever it is. Like, it is you. It's what makes you you. It's what makes you happy and feel alive and thrive. And that's what you need to do. Now we have the Magician card, another creative reminder of, creating our magic from within us. Okay, so we have the Magician, skill, diplomacy, address sickness, pain, loss, disaster, self confidence, will of the court himself, if male, reversed. Physician, Magus, mental illness, disgrace, and disquiet. Yeah, so I feel like for you, you might have been dealing with an energy or a person that was very like, like by the book, like very like hardened or cold. Um, you know, you could also be dealing with somebody who, doesn't like think so spiritually. They think more like logically, but it's like too much. It's not the balance between like logic and creative. Um, so it also could mean like there could be some kind of um, like disquiet and disgrace and mental illness. Like, I'm not a therapist, I'm not a licensed therapist, but sometimes, like, if you're suffering from, say, depression, it could mean that, like, it's because you're not, like, expressing yourself, like, the way you should be. Like, if you're an artist, especially if you have, like, artistic abilities and you're a very creative person, if that's being, like, stifled in any way, or you're being, like, not allowed to express yourself in that type of way, um, that can be very depressing for sure. Um, but because the magician is in the upright position, we need to focus on how to overcome like feeling like you can't express yourself. Um, and this comes with skill and diplomacy and address the sickness and the pain, and the lack of self confidence. Um, and if the cornet himself is male. So if you're a guy watching this, like you still need to feel free to express yourself. And if you are a female watching this, you still need to feel confident to express yourself. And if you identify as they, then you need to definitely express yourself because we live in a crazy world that's full of like terrible people that want to hinder us and not give us a platform to speak up and be ourselves. I don't speak for everyone. I just speak for myself and interpret the cards. So if it resonates, it resonates. Um, but it's interesting that like when you are not feeling well, that you can definitely like stop expressing yourself. I know that firsthand. So having the emotional space and the emotional freedom to feel safe, to have a platform to speak your voice is so apparent here and it's so important. And the magician is that card to remind you like, if you need help, ask for help. If you need support, ask for support. If you want to learn how to love yourself again and feel safe to be yourself again, then and feel good and happy, then seek out those answers. Find the solution. Don't be afraid to explore and have an adventure with it. And then I have Lolita, the red goddess. Playfulness is a spiritual power. Laughter leads me back to the light. So, comedy, there's a great way to release some tension and feel good again. Love and light always. Thanks for watching. Bye.